Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We continue to seek answers to the Cellcom outage, which has created communication challenges for thousands of users and businesses. Cellcom saying in a statement this afternoon they've restored SMS texting services and calls between Cellcom customers this afternoon. However, the timeline for the return of their full service lineup is still unknown. Our Jason Zimmerman attempted to get answers from the local service provider today by making his way to their corporate headquarters in Howard. The person he met with told Action 2 News the company is declining to comment on the outage and is not doing any interviews at this time. Our team coverage continues with Drew Best, who brings us more on the frustration Cellcom users have expressed with the process. Drew.
Bill, thousands of Cellcom customers still waiting for the full restoration of their services today. For many, patience is wearing thin, and some users are considering switching coverage.
If it's not solved in probably the next 24, 40 hours, I'm going to have no choice to do that and simply get some other sort of phone service.
John DeBeck, who runs a small business selling railroad artifacts online and at auction, says this outage greatly impacts his ability to communicate with buyers. He tells me Cellcom's, quote, lack of transparency is at the peak of his concerns.
When you don't give people information and you don't fill them in, that gives even less confidence to your business. And if I treated my customers the same way, my customers would be going elsewhere.
Like many other Cellcom users, this outage carries an additional impact into his personal life.
I think again of my father, who even though he's next door and I can walk next door, it's very hard for him to come walk over here. Or if in the middle of the night, he has, God forbid, some sort of incident, health issue, he can't reach me and I'm never going to know that he's got a problem.
Cellcom sharing in their latest Facebook update, quote, the work continues. We are making gains every day and we are on the 5-yard line, end quote. Although the cause of the outage has yet to be released to the public, a local IT expert says certain types of issues could result in a longer waiting period for Cellcom users.
If they were hacked or something like that, the due diligence and the investigation takes time. And I know their customers are very frustrated with it, but they have to go through and they have to scrub their network. They have to check on all systems, everything, to see what's going on.
We also reached out to the State Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection, who tells Action 2 News they've now received 7 complaints filed by Cellcom customers since Saturday. However, the agency would not disclose what they were doing in response or if there's any investigation underway. Bill?